world of Australian motorsport, one name stands above the rest: Peter Brock, affectionately known as the King of the Mountain. Over a career that spanned decades, Brock became synonymous with racing excellence, triumph, and the enduring spirit of competition. Born in 1945 in the small Victorian town of Hurstbridge, Peter Brock's journey from a young boy with a love for cars to a national sporting icon is a tale of passion, skill, and an unyielding desire to win. Peter Jeffrey Brock was born on February 26, 1945, in Hurstbridge, Victoria. From an early age, Brock exhibited a fascination with anything that had wheels. Growing up in a family that encouraged his mechanical interests, young Peter spent much of his childhood building and racing homemade go-karts. It was clear that speed and engineering were in his blood. Brock's early experiences with machinery and his innate understanding of how things worked laid the foundation for what would become an extraordinary career in motorsport. As Peter Brock grew older, his love for cars deepened. In his teenage years, he bought his first car, an Austin A30, which he quickly set about modifying. This unassuming little car would become the vehicle that launched his racing career. In 1967, Peter Brock made his debut in professional motorsport at the Sandown 6-hour race, driving his beloved Austin A30. Despite the car's limitations, Brock's skill behind the wheel was undeniable, and his performance turned heads. It was the beginning of a career that would see him become one of the most celebrated figures in Australian motorsport. Peter Brock's breakthrough came in the early 1970s when he joined the Holden dealer team HDT, a move that would define his career. Under the guidance of legendary team manager Harry Firth, Brock quickly established himself as a force to be reckoned with on the track. Driving the Holden Torana, Brock's combination of speed, precision, and racecraft made him a formidable competitor. The 1970 to Bathurst 500 marked the beginning of Peter Brock's reign as the King of the Mountain. With a flawless performance, Brock claimed his first of 9 Bathurst titles, a record that still stands today. His victory at Bathurst was more than just a win. It was the moment Brock cemented his status as an Australian motorsport legend. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, Peter Brock's popularity soared. He became a household name, not just for his success on the track, but also for his charismatic personality and his genuine connection with fans. Brock was more than a racing driver. He was a national hero, embodying the spirit of Australian determination and resilience. His ability to connect with people from all walks of life made him a beloved figure, and his influence extended far beyond the racetrack. Peter Brock's career was closely linked with Holden, and together they created some of the most iconic cars in Australian automotive history. In the 1980s, Brock played a key role in the development of high-performance Holden Commodores, which became synonymous with Australian muscle cars. Brock's passion for engineering and performance led to the creation of the HDT Special Vehicles division, where he oversaw the design and production of limited edition performance cars. These vehicles, often referred to as Brock Commodores, became collector's items and further solidified his legacy. However, not all of Brock's ventures were met with universal acclaim. In the mid-1980s, Brock introduced a controversial device known as the energy polarizer, which he claimed improved the performance and handling of cars through the use of crystals and magnets. The polarizer was met with skepticism from the automotive industry and led to a public falling out with Holden. The controversy strained Brock's relationship with the company and resulted in the end of his long-standing partnership with Holden. Despite the setback, Brock's passion for racing and innovation remained undiminished. Undeterred by the controversy, Peter Brock continued to pursue his passion for racing. In 1987, he made a triumphant return to Bathurst, winning the race in a privately entered BMW M3. The victory was a testament to Brock's resilience and his ability to overcome adversity. Even as the automotive landscape changed, Brock's dedication to motorsport never wavered, and he continued to compete at the highest level well into the 1990s. Peter Brock's personal life was marked by both triumphs and challenges. He was married 3 times and had 3 children, but his relationships were often strained by the demands of his career and the pressures of life in the public eye. Despite these challenges, Brock remained a devoted father and a loving partner. His personal struggles, like his professional setbacks, were met with the same determination and resilience that defined his racing career. In the final years of his life, Peter Brock continued to be active in motorsport, participating in events such as the Targa Tasmania Rally, a grueling road race that tested the skills and endurance of even the most experienced drivers. Brock's love for racing never diminished, and he remained a passionate competitor until the very end. On September 8, 2006, Peter Brock's life was tragically cut short when he was involved in a fatal crash during the Targa West Rally in Western Australia. Brock's death sent shockwaves through the motorsport community and the nation as a whole. Australia mourned the loss of one of its greatest sporting legends, a man who had not only dominated the racetrack, but had also touched the lives of countless people with his generosity, humility, and passion for life.